What's going on, everyone? LL here from handmadeandbeyond.com. Today, I want to dive into listing attributes and why that could be impacting your Etsy sales, and just focus on the importance of putting in the correct attributes and really just putting in attributes altogether, because it's something that a lot of people miss, and they just, not to any fault of your own, you just don't realize the implications that it could cause by not effectively using listing attributes. So I'm going to show you an example, and we're going to dive in and talk about it so you guys know what to do. And if you're not doing this, you can go into your listings and update it so that you can get more traffic, more sales, and more of the results that you guys want to get, I'm sure. All right, so I have an example up here. This is just a new listing template here. And so what I'm talking about when the listing attributes is when you put in a category here, it's going to give you the related attributes to fill out according to whatever category you're using. So the category is important, and depending on your niche, there could be a couple of different categories that you could put in, and that may or may not change the attributes that show up. So I would bounce around and see and make sure you have the best, most appropriate category. And then from there, you can focus in on the attributes. So let me just test this out. I'll put a random category in here. So let me just do mug, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So here are the different categories that mugs could show up, and subcategories, and some of these are the same, some of these are not. So mug and teacups, this also pops in teacups and sets, teacups, whereas mug and mugs does not. And then there's drinkware, barware. So there's difference. So just think about what you're selling and what it applies to, and pick the best category. So we're just going to do mug and mugs. And then from here, it'll automatically pop in the attributes. So you can select what it's made out of. If there's a graphic here that applies, the capacity, the amount of liquid that can fit in your cup, the handle, the enamel, insulated, dishwasher safe. So these all apply, and why these are important is because if you do not select any of these, when someone goes to the search bar and they search for mug, they can actually filter out what they are searching for. So I will actually show you guys what I'm talking about. So if we go in the search bar and we search for mug, you guys can see at the very top here, there is a filters, and we can filter out specific materials, specific colors, specific graphics to narrow down our search. Not everyone's going to search like that, but there are people that will search like that. Most people will search in the search bar and just scroll through here, and then what they'll do is they'll change, like they'll if they don't find what they want, then they'll update their search results. So maybe they'll do like dog mug if they're looking for a dog. But some people will use the filters and filter it down even more, so only the required, or what they're looking for, will come up in search. So that's why it's super important when you're doing this to make sure that you're putting all of these that apply. If you're selling a dog mug, you better put the graphic as a dog graphic or as an animal graphic here. I don't think that it actually shows dog graphic, but definitely put an animal graphic so it will have the opportunity to show up. Because you don't want to, from the start, get filtered out and basically lose a percentage of your audience that may be able to find you in search. So that is one tactic to make sure that you're doing so that you can increase your traffic and increase your sales. No matter what you're selling, no matter what niche you're in, make sure you're choosing the appropriate category is step one. Step two is making sure you're applying all applicable attributes. Now, some attributes may not apply, but the ones that do, make sure you're filling them out. And on the other flip of the coin, make sure you're not filling out attributes that do not apply. You should not be choosing an attribute like a holiday just to try and capture Christmas traffic and select that the item, the holiday, is Christmas if it's not a Christmas item, because that'll put it in front of people that are not going to buy it, and that will hurt the results and the performance of that listing. So make sure the attributes that you're selecting apply to what you're selling, because otherwise it'll be shown in front of people that are looking for that item. They're obviously not going to click on yours because that's not what they're looking for. And then slowly but surely it'll get pushed back in search, and it'll start performing less and less. And then it's hard to get that item back on track, that listing back on track, once it performs in search for a long period of time, once it has a low performance in search. So make sure you guys are doing that. It will definitely improve traffic. And with more traffic comes more sales. So hopefully that helps you guys out. If you guys need more tips, strategies, tactics, follow this YouTube channel. Also check out handmadeandbeyond.com. I'll be back next time with another awesome video for you guys. Have an amazing rest of your day.